Just starting on your back this morning. Just noticing and watching each breath as it comes in and out of your body. Just imagine your breath as this very gentle rolling wave coming up onto shore and then receding back. Inhale, the wave coming in. Exhale, the ebbing away. The ebb and flow of breath moving through you, in and out. Take a few more moments right here just to land, to get yourself present, to get yourself here in your physical body. Dropping from your mind into your body, into your heart. And then from here, you'll draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend the left leg out long on the earth. And you can take the right knee and move it side to side, a little massage for the hip flexors in front of the thigh, abdomen. And take hold of the right knee in your right hand and open it to the right, the inner thigh, inner groin opening. Keep the left leg firm, left heel rooted, left side of the pelvis flat on the floor. Good. Good, Jan. And then bring the knee back to center. You'll just switch hands, hold it in the left hand, and then cross it over your body for a supine twist. So you can roll up onto the left hip. And I often press into my left foot and scoot my hips to the right an inch or two to get more, a little bit more in a straight spine line. Good, Debbie, just like that. And then slowly return back onto your back. Give your right knee another squeeze and then extend it out alongside the left. And then switch legs. When you're ready, draw the left knee into your chest and maybe add a squeeze or a rock side to side, or you can see some of you rolling your foot around the ankle, kind of rolling the ankle in some circles. You can do that. Yeah, I like to move side to side. There's a big thick tendon at the top there, the hip flexor tendons, from the quadriceps. And I like to kind of move it side to side, loosen it up, feel the stretch in the back of the hip, and then hold the left knee in your left hand and open it to the left. Open it out left and keep the right side of the body glued. So you're actually working these really deep abdominal muscles right here, deep core muscles to hold the left side of the body down. Very nice. And then come back up to center. Switch hands. So grab the left knee in the right hand and then cross it over your body and maybe press into the right foot. Scoot your hips to the left. Just rinsing out. Take a deep breath in. A long, complete breath out. And then come back to center. And you'll stretch your legs out on the floor. Stretch your arms overhead. Just get super long. Good, and then you'll take your left foot to the left about 6 inches. So straight legs, just out. And then bring your right foot to either touch the left or cross on top. Yeah, straight legs, Peggy, straight legs. So straighten the top leg, good, good, good. Now scoot your shoulders over to the left. Yes, and then reach the left hand down towards the left heel. Yeah, keep both feet resting on the floor, so feet down. Yeah, good. Try to keep the right hip on the ground. So keep returning, yes. So it's a stretch and open through the side of the body. And you can cross the ankles or not. Sometimes it's nice just to keep both legs straight. Hi, Rita. It's a side body. It's called a crescent moon shape right here that you're in through the body. Just breathing into the right side of the ribs, armpit, and the waist. And keep reaching the right arm over, maybe a little bit to the left. And then you'll come back to center, uncross the legs, stretch both arms overhead, wiggle yourself back. Get super long through your heels, to the inner thighs, to the arms. And then you'll take your right foot to the right, maybe to the edge of the mat or maybe off the mat. And then left foot can either touch or cross on top. And then scoot your shoulders over to the right, maybe reach the right arm down as you stretch and open through the left side of the body. So just lying on your back and opening up. Keep both shoulders on the ground, both hips on the ground. Looking to create this crescent moon shape. And if that doesn't work on the shoulder to have it up, you can find a different position, maybe hand behind the head or arm down a little lower. I totally get stuck shoulders and places where the body's like not totally cooperating as it may once have. And then rather than compensating or rather than pushing through pain, you just start to integrate. See where you can integrate with where you are. So stay on your back, Rita. Stay flat like that. Yeah, and then you walk and the feet to the right, both feet to the right, and then both hips on the ground, both shoulders on the ground. Yeah, good. Very good. And then you'll ease back to center, kind of wiggle your body back to center, uncross the legs, and stretch really long through your arms, through your legs. A huge breath in. And on your exhale, you'll draw your knees into your chest. You can do one at a time or both come in together and just squeeze, maybe add a small rock from side to side. And then set your feet flat to the floor, feet flat. Interlace your hands behind your head. So cradle your head in your hands. And then lift your shoulder blades up off the ground. So strongly pull the belly button down towards the floor. And then with your upper body, you're gonna draw a circle up towards the ceiling and around. Yes, so circling up and around. One more in that direction, circle. And then go the other direction, circle. Lift the elbows to the ceiling, circling the torso like you're drawing a circle. One more, 3. Good, and then lower the head, pause. And then lift your feet, bring your knees right over your hips, bring your shins parallel to the floor and flex your feet active. Now lift the shoulder blades up off the ground, pull the pit of the belly in. And again, with the upper body, 3 circles, pick a direction, and you're trying to not let the head touch down to the ground. I'm trying to lift your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling and then go the other way. 3 big circles, the upper body, 2 and 3, and then pause, straighten your legs, press your heels, your feet towards the ceiling, and last time, shoulder blades up, and 3 circles in one direction. Circle for 1, 2, pull the belly down, 3, circle the other way. So it's just the upper body, legs are nice and still. 1, good, 2, and 3. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. Hopefully you're feeling a little heat in the core, a little connection. Good, and then you can rock front to back along the spine, or you can roll over to a side and come on up to seated. And then we'll come into boat pose or Navasana. So you'll rock back till you feel the core engage and then float the feet. And you're fine holding on. Maybe you hold on to the thighs. Maybe the feet stay on the floor. So boat pose, Navasana, Ardha Navasana with the knees bent for 5. Try and spread the collarbones. 4, hold the pit of the belly in more. 3, lift the chest towards the ceiling. 2, Good, and then one, you'll come to a cross-legged seat. Great. And then inhale, reach your arms up. And then bring the left hand down and take the right arm up and over, stretching through the side of the waist. And then inhale, come up, switch sides. Right arm down, left arm up and over. You push the floor to the right. Good. If you can't sit cross-legged, it's okay to have the legs straight or feet together. Inhale to center, reach up. And then float the arms down by your sides. Good job. And then come forward onto your hands and knees. So come onto the tabletop. You might put a blanket under the knees if you need. Spread your fingers, spread the toes out on the mat, really press down into the shins, the tops of the feet. And then drop your belly, lift your chest, cow. And tuck your chin, tuck your tail, cat. Lift your spine towards the ceiling. Drop your belly, lift your chest, cow. Tuck your tailbone, lift your spine, cat. One more time, cow. And cat. And then come to neutral. Take your hands forward one hand length. And either tuck your toes, lift to downward dog, or sit your hips to your heels, child's pose. Either one. Arms are extended. And the shoulders towards your back, whether you're in child's pose or downward dog. If you're in down dog, you can move or pedal it out. Child's pose, you might just stay and breathe. Good job. And then from wherever you are, you'll bring your feet to your hands. You can walk up or hop forward or step to the front of your mat. Into ragdoll, forward fold. Hold your elbows, soft bend in the knees. Drop the weight of your head towards the floor. Good, release your hands to the floor. And then bring your hands to your hips. Point your elbows towards the ceiling, root down, come up to stand. Extended mountain, take your arms up overhead. Bring your hands to heart center and then arms down by your side. Good, take your right arm up and slide the left hand down the left leg. So that crescent shape again. Feet can be hip width or if you prefer them together, that's fine. Good, and then come up, switch to the other side, right arm down, left arm up and over. We'll do that one more time each side. Come on up, and then switch, left arm down, right arm up and over. Good, inhale, come up and switch to the other side. Last one. You can even press your hand into the hip if you need more low back support. Good. Come back to center, reach both arms up, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. You can bend the knees. Yes, halfway lift, look forward, find a flat back, and then step it back to high plank or tabletop. You can be on your hands and knees or a high plank position. Good, if you're in tabletop, you can move through cat-cow. If you're in high plank, you'll lower yourself down onto your belly. And then cobra or upward facing dog, or stay with your cat-cows. So opening up your chest, and then press back, downward facing dog, or maybe child's pose is where you want to be today. On your next inhale, you'll lift your right leg to the sky, and it could be from hands and knees or downward dog. And exhale, step your right foot forward to your right thumb. Good, so back knee will lift. You're on the ball of the back foot. Stay on your fingertips on the floor, or this is where blocks are really handy. It can be on your blocks. Lengthen through the spine, maybe look forward. And then from here, you're gonna walk yourself around to the left And turn your feet to parallel. Wide leg forward fold. Take one more breath. Good job. And then you'll lift up to a flat back. Walk yourself back around to the front to your lunge. And then through vinyasa, step back, high plank or tabletop. Yeah, low plank or cat-cow maybe. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog or child's pose. And then take your left leg up and back. It can be from tabletop or down dog. And step your left foot to your left hand. Blocks are handy, right? You might have your hands up on blocks or fingertips to the floor. Now pull the shoulders back, lengthen out the front of the body from your pubic bone to your sternum. Very good. And then from here, you'll walk it around to the right. Turn your feet to parallel. Wide leg forward fold. Bow in. Drop your head. Press down through both feet. Good. And then lift up. Walk yourself back around to the left foot. And you'll step back. High plank. Low plank. Or skip it, right? You can always skip it. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. And I have my hands on blocks the whole time. You could try that. Or you can be in child's pose. Just be where you are. Good. We're going to do that again. On your inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale your right foot forward to your right hand. Look up, lengthen that low lunge. And then walk your hands around to the left. Feet to parallel, straddle, forward fold. This time from here, you'll lift up to a flat back and pause. And then plant your left hand right underneath your body, right underneath your chest, and twist to the right. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Firm through your legs, press down evenly through both feet. Good, and then bring your right hand down. And then you'll walk it back around to the right foot. Come into your lunge. Maybe tap the back knee to the ground. Yes, and then vinyasa, high plank, low plank or tabletop, cat-cow. And then downward facing dog or child's pose. On your next inhale, stretch your left leg up and back. And it could be from down dog or tabletop. Exhale, step or help your left foot forward to your left hand. Lunge on fingertips or blocks. Good. Walk your hands around to the right, feet to parallel, wide leg forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, plant your right hand this time, and twist open to the left. Firm through both thighs, both legs. Lengthen through the crown of your head and reach a little higher. And then hands down. You'll walk it around to the left foot again. Plant your palms. Drop the back knee, pause. And then vinyasa, high plank to low. Or you can go straight to downward dog or child's pose even. Good, we're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, your right foot forward, lunge. And then walk it around to the left, feet to parallel. Plant your left hand, twist open to the right. Set your right hand down, walk it back around to the right foot. This time you'll come up to crescent lunge. Keep the back heel lifted and come on up. So you float the fingertips. Yeah, and if you're feeling like balance is tricky, take your feet wider. Or drop the back knee to the floor is another option. And then reach up. You want to pull the front ribs in, pull the pit of the belly back. Good job. Bring your hands together at your heart. And then lean forward and twist right. Hook your left elbow outside the right thigh. Or you can plant the left hand to the floor or a block and reach the right arm up. Either hands to heart center or left hand down, right arm up. Good job breathing here. Very nice. And then release your hands down to the mat and through vinyasa or skip it. High plank to low or knees to the floor, cat and cow. Downward dog or child's pose. Good work. And good news, one more leg. Last one, take your left leg up and back. Step or help your left foot forward. Walk your hands around to the right. Straddle forward fold. And then plant the right palm. Twist open to the left. Opening up to the chest and the lungs, heart. Bring your left hand down. Walk yourself around to the left foot. So you pivot. Lift the right heel. Come on up to crescent lunge. Balancing, it's okay to bend the back knee. It's okay to set the knee to the ground. Pelvis neutral, core engaged. Pull the belly to the spine. Reach up if you can. Touch your palms together, lean forward, twist to the left. The right elbow, left thigh, or right hand down, left arm up. The left hand can also be on top of the left thigh. I love that, like pressing into something to find the rebound, right? You press down, either hand to thigh or foot to floor. If you can feel the rebounding force rising. Good, kneel, hands to the mat or the blocks. Step it back, high plank, low plank, or knees, chest and chin to the floor. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog or child's pose to breathe. Good. Bring your knees to the floor if they aren't already. Take them wide. We'll sit back into child's pose right here. Walk your hands to the left. Really stretch open across the right ribs. Hands go left. Pull the right hip back. Walk your hands over to the right. Stretch open across the left side. Walk your hands back to center. You'll come back up to your hands and knees. And either downward dog or puppy pose. You can walk the hands forward, keep the knees on the floor, and hips above the knees, or downward facing dog. Really feel the opening and the length across the sides of the body, the rib cage, the waist. Lengthening into your lower back, pulling the abdominal muscles in. Eyes set to one point, eyes open. Take one more breath in. Breathe out. Look forward and walk or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, thunderbolt, or chair. Drop your hips low, reach your arms up high, chest up high. Good, press your weight back into the heels, sitting a little deeper. And then press up to stand, reach up, and hands to your heart. Good, we're gonna do chair again. Bend your knees, press your weight back, reach your arms up. Biceps by your ears, spin the pinky fingers in. Lift the heart higher, and then forward fold, just bow all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step your left foot back for warrior two. So you'll step back, bend the right knee, and let the left arm lead you up and around to second warrior, warrior two. And you can I like to bend and straighten my leg a few times. And get into the hips and this new orientation of external rotation. We haven't gone there yet, much. Good, Carol. Pull the shoulders straight back. Gaze out over the right hand. I'm just looking at you guys. Good, and then flip your right palm up, reverse your warrior. Press that side body again. The lateral stretch to the side of the body. Very good, and then bring it forward, side angle. You can set your forearm to your thigh, left arm up, or you can reach the right hand down lower onto a block or the floor, and the left arm can go overhead at a diagonal where you're looking to create almost like a rainbow shape through the side of the body, lifting the left ribs and expanding open. Very good, and then you'll look down, your hands will come to frame your right foot, and you'll lift to the ball of the left foot and step forward. Step your left foot to meet your right. Halfway lift, lengthen and extend both sides of the waist. And then step your right foot back, warrior two, right arm goes up and around. Just opening up. Open to warrior two, arms parallel to the floor. Good, dad. Yeah, facing mom. Press your left knee left. Maybe you bend and straighten that left knee a few times. Totally fine. Getting into the hips. You want to keep the kneecap aligned with the third toe, like it's pressing towards, that's the line that it's moving on. Good, nice, Rita. And then come down and hold. And pull your feet towards each other. Flip the left palm up, reverse your warrior. That side body opening again. And then side angle. You can set your forearm, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up. Or maybe fingertips come down to the floor or a block. Right arm can go overhead. Bicep by your ear, tricep. You can spin the pinky down. Roll the heart open. Be at play with how deeply you bend the left knee or how much you connect to the feet. Like you can pull the feet towards each other isometrically. Get a little more strengthening and toning. Or not. Take one more breath. And look down. Put your hands on either side of your left foot. Lift the right heel. And step forward, right foot to left. Halfway lift. Forward fold, bow. Bend both knees, chair pose. Sink the hips, reach your arms up. Weight back into the heels, toes light or wiggleable. And then press up to stand. Reach as tall as you can. And then bring your hands to your heart. And then arms down by your sides. And take a few deep breaths right here. Good. We're going to come into some balance. We're going to work dancer and tree are our two balance poses today. So if you need a wall or a chair or a table to hold on to, you can do that. Otherwise, you'll take your left arm and reach it up. And then bend your right knee and reach back and catch your foot or your ankle. You can hold something good. And if the knee doesn't bend to that degree, you can hold it, put a towel or a strap around the foot, hold that. Or you can take airplane instead, legs straight. Good. For dancer, you'll kick your foot into your hand and start to slide the thigh back. And it opens up the right side of the chest and shoulder. Reach your left arm forward. Yeah, it could also be just staying upright, getting the quad stretch. That's fine too. Nice, Debbie. Good, Neil. Good, Jenny. Breathing. Wherever you are. And then release. You'll set the right foot down. Take the right arm up. And switch to the left leg. Bend the left knee, catch the foot. Or airplane, or use a strap. Good, and then you can stay or kick. Good, Jan. Sometimes it takes a bit to catch the foot, and then you just really got to find that center. From that center place, see where you can go. It's okay to keep a slight bend in the right knee. I find that's helpful for me. A slight bend so that my muscles are working. Pull the pit of the belly in. Look at one thing. Drishti gaze. All right, Rita, and then come on up. Yeah, take a couple back strokes, both feet to the floor, so you can really reach through your pinky fingers. Good, and then take your left arm up again. One more time each side. Bend the right knee. Second one, dancer. Catch the foot, squeeze the knees towards each other, and then take aim and see where you can go. And if you prefer airplane, you can be an airplane instead. That's fine. For 5, 4, 3, squeeze your knees towards each other. 2, and 1. Come on up. Switch sides. Last one. Right arm up, bend the left knee, find your foot, and then draw the knees towards each other. So you're lining the bones up in the hip sockets. And then kick. Send the thigh back. Kick the foot into the hand and resist. Pull the hand into the foot. Steadiness and ease. Invite in your breath, the ebb and flow. Very good. Gently release. Set your feet down. You can take back strokes or a little twist. Gentle twist side to side. Knees soft. And then as promised, we have tree. The root again through the left foot. You'll bring the right foot up somewhere on the inseam of the left leg. And it can be above the knee or below the knee. And then you find the center. Your palms together. Pull your shoulders back and shoulder blades squeeze together on your back. And you can take the arms up. Or if you prefer, arms down or behind your back. Those are some nice options. So you want total body integrity here. All the parts working together to support one another. Pull the pit of the belly in, lift up into the heart center, stretch out into the fingertips. Very good, and then release your arms down, hands to heart, arms by your side, right foot to left. Just stay right there, get grounded through both feet. Stretch your toes out on the mat, and then other leg. Bring your left foot to the right leg. And I kind of recruit my glute muscles, so right glute muscles, thigh muscles, floor of the pelvis, the transverse abdominis, the deepest layer of the abdominal muscles, cinch in like you're wearing saran wrap through your middle. And then arms up and pull the shoulders back so you are recruiting the back muscles, posture muscles. Gonna draw the jawbone back slightly. The more you kind of make this like almost like a back bend, right? So there's opening through the front of the body, the chest, the heart space, all the parts working together to create this ease in the effort. Very good. Take one more breath. And then returning to Tadasana, mountain pose, feet down, arms down. And extended mountain, inhale, reach up, good Fran. Exhale, forward fold, softly bend the knees, dropping everything. Halfway lift, breathe in. And then step back, let's go high plank. Stay there in your high plank, pause. Good, set your left knee to the floor, spin the right foot flat, open to the right side plank. Or feet together and right leg stacked on top of the left. Side plank. And lift the right ribs up higher. Really lift and expand and open through the right side of the body. And then come back to high plank. Pause. And knees up or down. And then other side, right knee down, left foot flat, or spin the heels. Get to the left, open the left, or to the right, open the left arm. And lift the left side of the ribs, lift them up, like you're making a rainbow through the body. You can even take the arm overhead, nice Peggy, squeeze the legs. And then high plank, return high plank. Good, lower all the way down onto your belly. Lay down on your mat. Interlace your hands over your sacrum, the low back. Good, so the hands interlace, you bend the elbows, and then start to stretch the knuckles back behind you, lift the chest up. And you can float the feet if you want, or keep the feet down, either way. Chin to chest, look down instead of forward. Lift the shoulders to the ceiling, reach the knuckles back more to come a little bit higher. And take one more breath. And then lower all the way down. Good, bring your hands down to, under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, press up to plank pose. And then either child's pose or downward dog. Good. Good. Inhale your right leg up and back, and it could be from tabletop or downward dog, right leg up and back. And then step or help your right foot forward to your right hand. Set your left knee to the ground. Add the left knee, put a blanket underneath it, and then bring both hands to the top of your right thigh. Top of the right thigh. Good. Now take your right forearm and press it into the right thigh. Press it down into the thigh. Take your left arm up. Slide the right forearm back closer to the hip rather than the knee. So pull it back a little bit. Yeah, so the right forearm's on the right thigh, not forward. You're kind of back and push down. Take the left arm, so push your body back a bit in space instead of forward. Then let the left arm go up and over to the left. So as you press the left hip forward, back hip forward, push the forearm down, right forearm down, stretch up and over, a little farther. Yes, breathing. Good job, one more breath here. Lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, pull the belly in. And then come to center, reach both arms up. Nice. And then bring your hands down to frame your front foot and draw your hips back. So blocks are helpful. You know, blocks under your hands, low, medium, or high. And you'll flex the left foot. Pull your toes to the ceiling. Pull the right foot. Pull the right hip back. Great. And some of you might, most of you will stay right here. Some of you, Rita, if you want, you'll slide the right leg forward, making your way into a full splits. So half splits or full splits, right leg forward, left leg back. You might not go all the way down, that's fine. You can keep your hands on blocks, or I like to bring a block under the right hamstring to rest on. Back toes might stay curled under. Rita's not the only one that can do this. Whoever wants to, you're welcome to slide out to whatever version. Nice, Jan. Good, Debbie. Breathing where you are. Good, Peggy. Carol, great. Pull the shoulders back more. Okay, good work. So from here, you'll come back into your lunge. Back into your lunge, right leg bent, tuck your left toes under, step it back, high plank. And then low plank or knees to the floor, or cat-cow is great too. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog or child's pose. Good work. Take your left leg up and back. It can be from tabletop or down dog. Step or help your left foot forward to your left hand. Set the right knee carefully down, pad it if you need it. And bring your hands up to the left thigh. Come on up. Leg. We're going to create a square through both legs, so go back a little bit. And then left forearm will come close to the pelvis, the top of the left thigh. Right arm goes up and over, and you push down to feel the rebound, the lengthening up and over. So deep opening for the muscles that run along the front of the right side of the body. Lengthen your tailbone towards the floor and zip up the low belly. Yes. If you can reach a little farther, more up than over, but both really, but more up. Good work. And then come on back, take both arms up, lengthen both sides of the waist. Then bring your hands down for half splits. So you'll pull the hips back and flex the left foot. So you might step the leg a little farther forward. Or maybe you start to slide out, left leg forward, right leg back. You can put a block under the left hamstring or not. Good job. Lengthen both sides of the waist, wherever you are, whether you're forward or upright, right? Lengthen, lengthen, pull the shoulders back, breathing. Your breathing makes the difference. How you're showing up here is as important as like the physical aspect, alignment, and then your way of being in the pose, who you're being, how you're breathing. Okay, you'll slowly ease your way out. We'll take one more time through vinyasa, or you can go straight back to down dog. There's no easy way out of that. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathe there. Very good. And then come forward to a high plank and lower all the way down onto your belly. And just rest. Just allow yourself an opportunity to rest. And then locust, so bring your arms down by your sides, palms face the earth, look down, and then inhale, you rise up. Lift your arms, legs, shoulders, spread your fingers. I like to point my feet, but spread the toes if I can. Good, Jan. Good, Fran. Lift your shoulders up higher, Cheryl. Nice job. And then lower all the way down and rest. Just allow yourself to rest. We'll do that again. Locust. So look down and inhale, rise up. Good, nice, Rita. If you want to interlace your hands behind your back, you can. Good, Jenny. Jan, try to straighten your elbows if you can. I know, yeah, so the triceps learn to fire a little bit more. Good work. And then lower all the way down and rest. And sometimes if we've had something to one area of our body, the muscles will reroute and other things will recruit. And we want to try to learn how to turn back on the muscles that sometimes turn themselves off. Okay, you can stay with locust and take that again, or floor bow. Bend the knees, reach back, catch your feet or your ankles. Nice, Mom. Good, Dad. And then kick to lift. Nice, Monica. Or stay with locust is fine. Yeah, good. In locust, straight arms. Spread your fingers. Or kick your feet into your hands to rise a little higher. Heart open. Expand the chest. And then lower all the way down. And you can make a pillow out of your forearms and then bend the knees and just let the lower legs windshield wipe right to left. Good, and then release your feet to the floor. And then just simply turn over where you are. You'll just turn over. Good. Your head's at the front, feet to the back. And then bend your knees, set your feet flat to the floor. Arms come down by your sides. And go ahead and lift up into bridge. Lift your hips up, tuck your shoulders underneath you, maybe interlace your hands under your body, maybe not. Sometimes I like to just bend my elbows, fingers to the sky, and press the upper arm bones down into the mat. So the upper arms, the backs of the shoulders press down for the hips to lift. You're really strengthening and toning the glutes, hamstrings, low back muscles. And stretches the abdomen, the hip flexors. Try to bring your feet to 12 o'clock, just being really aware of how you're standing, what's on the ground. Yeah, good. And then lower yourself down, tuck your chin, lower down. And then we'll do that again. Bridge pose, or if you'd like to take wheel, you can absolutely take wheel, the full back bend, or stay with bridge, or maybe you want to block under your hips and bridge, it's fine too. Squeeze your knees towards one another slightly. You want an internal rotation of the upper thighs, so inner thighs spin towards the earth, towards the ground. Lift a little bit higher. Scoop your tail forward, lift up. Good, and then lower all the way down. You can come down one vertebrae at a time or as one piece. And we did 3 on our belly. We're going to do 3 here on our back. 3 is my number today. One more time, bridge or wheel, last one. Press down to go up. Good job anchoring your upper arms. Nice, Debbie. Good, Jan. Awesome, Jenny. Legs look great, like railroad tracks. You're using the muscles in your thighs, hamstrings, quads. Press down into the heels. And then lower yourself all the way down. And you'll bring the soles of your feet together Knees apart at the floor. So Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose, or reclined butterfly. And let yourself have like full abdominal breathing right here. So breathing into your upper, middle, and lower abdomen. Nice, Neil. Good, and then draw your knees together and bring your feet flat to the floor, feet flat. And then hug the right knee into your chest, but keep the left foot flat. And then hold the right foot in the right hand or both hands for happy baby. So you take your right foot or right shin, right foot towards the ceiling, or you can hold on to the shin. Great, Dad, perfect. Or behind the thigh even, good, Neil. Try to pull the pinky toe edge of your foot towards the floor. Yes. Bend the right knee towards the right rib cage. And then the left leg can extend out long if you like, or maybe it's enough with it bent. Maybe that feels like enough. And notice if your breath is shallow or ragged. Those are indicators that something's working too hard. And you want to smooth out the rough edges of your breath. Your breath is a tool, right? It's a tool in your toolbox to bring yourself like back to equanimity. Get yourself kind of back online if you feel just kind of frantic or out of control or anxious or worried. Breath as a tool to bring you back to present time. All is well. Essence, essence of you. Good, and then you'll gently hug the knee into the chest and maybe stretch your legs out on the floor, arms overhead. Just get really long for a moment. Notice how both sides of the body feel. Good, and then bend the knees, feet flat to the floor. Hug the left knee into your chest. And half happy baby on this left leg. So hold on to the left foot or the shin, or you can hold behind the hamstring even. Foot towards the ceiling if possible. You want to pull the pinky toe edge of the foot back towards the earth. Good job, Ginger. Maybe you extend the right leg. Chris, I just see your foot. Looks perfect. And press the back of both shoulders to the floor, back of both hips to the floor. If the right leg is long, you really extend through the inner thigh, all the way out. Take a couple more breaths. Very good. And then you'll extend both legs out long again. Just get as long as you can. And then draw both knees into your chest. Give a gentle squeeze. And then see if you can cross your right leg on top of the left. It's not ankle, it's leg. Right leg on the left. Yeah, good. So you're like knee to knee. And then you'll reach underneath and either clasp your hands around the front of the left shin. That's one option. Hi, Jan. Another option, so that's one option. You clasp your hands in front of the left shin, or you can reach from underneath, catch your feet with your hands. Yeah, so from palms face up, catch your feet. Good, Peggy. And then you want to take your feet up towards the ceiling slightly. Good. Make sure the heels are on one line. And then bend the elbows out wide. And then the hands or feet come towards the shoulder line almost. And then press your sacrum towards the ground, tail down. Good, but feet up, tail down. Or you're interlaced in front of the left shin, like Fran, nice. Good, Cheryl. Good. Breathing into your outer hips. Good, Jenny. This is called reclined cow face pose. And Monica, deep breathing where you are. Wherever you are, breathing, seeing where you can soften your shoulders, your jaw, eyes. Good. And then release that. You release where you are. Hold a knee in each hand. So uncross your legs, uncross. Hold a knee in each hand. Take frog circles. Circle your knees away from each other 3 times. Switch the direction. Go the other way for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Cross the left leg on top of the right, knee to knee. And then either interlace your hands in front of the right shin and hug in. So bend the elbows to hug in, or reach for your feet from underneath. Take your feet up towards the ceiling. Try to get the heels on one line. Good, Debbie. And then bend the elbows and you pin the shoulders to the ground. Press the tailbone to the ground. Should feel this in the hips, not necessarily the knee joint. An alternative to this is half pigeon, reclined pigeon, left ankle, right thigh. A nice alternative. Ginger, that might feel better. Left ankle, right thigh, and you can just stay there with both feet on the floor. Yeah, you can just cross. Yeah, or however, wherever you want to be is good. Good, yeah, great. Good, Carol. I see some of you moving a little bit. I always like to rock a little bit here, kind of move in and out with my breath. Every inhale, the knees kind of float away from the chest automatically. Every exhale, you want to empty and see if you can go a little deeper. Just take one more breath. Good, and then release that, uncross the legs, catch a knee in each hand, and 3 frog circles in each direction. Go slow. Go the other direction. And then give your knees a great big squeeze, hug them in. And then I'm going to give you an option. You can bring your hips on a block. You can take an inversion right here, hips on a block or a shoulder stand, or maybe a forward fold. The seated forward fold feels better right now. Maybe you come up to a seated position, legs either extended or wide or feet together and bow forward. Maybe it's supported. Maybe it's legs up a wall. Try to deeply listen to what your body needs. Maybe it's legs up a wall and you straddle and you want to open up the inner thighs more. Hi, Thor. I see Thory. Hi, Thor. Hi, buddy. That's my dog at my parents' house. They've so graciously adopted my older dogs so my kids could get 2 puppies. So we're in puppy world. My parents have our older dog that doesn't like puppies. We're going to work on integrating the whole family someday. But very grateful to my parents. And Thor's personality is exactly what his name is. He is the god of thunder. And wherever you are, really breathing, just kind of settling in. Whether it's a forward fold or an inversion or whether you did both. If you want to take your legs overhead to plow or knees to your ears. You're good just staying for a few more moments. Good, Debbie. Really listening to your body here. And then you'll slowly and gently come out of where you are. We'll take one final twist. So lay down on your back. You'll bend both knees into your chest. And then take your knees over to the left. Let them just fall gently to the left. Open your arms out wide. You can look right. You can hold on to the right thigh with the left hand, even if you like. You know, let your feet rest. Ginger, feet rest, knees rest. Just soften. And we did a lot of side body stuff today. So see if you can feel that connection to the side of your body. From your armpit to your hip, the muscles around the ribs. I'm focusing a little bit on your respiration, on breathing, on expanding and opening up into the chest, heart space, the lungs, keeping your lungs healthy. And then you'll gently come on back to center and switch to the other side. Twist the other way. Your knees go to the other side. Yeah, if you feel like you need to be in one side more than the other, you can just stay one side a little bit longer. And then gently come back to center and you'll find your way into Shavasana. Stretch your body out on the mat. Use whatever props that you might need in order to be able to let go. Need a pillow or a blanket, or a bolster under your knees, or sweatshirt or socks. Yeah, an eye pillow, towel or t-shirt over the eyes sometimes is really nice. It's just these few moments, few minutes in your day to just be still. My promise to you is always to get you out of this Zoom room on time so you can actually really just let go here. And today's reading is called Ground Yourself. It's from Melody Beattie. So much of our growth is spiritual. Sometimes we fly so high, our soul soars into the heavens, touching life's magic, sailing into the high spiritual realms. That is as it should be, but we need to be grounded too. Even the tallest tree, the one that reaches hundreds of feet into the sky, has roots that go deep into the earth. The higher we want to travel on spiritual planes, the more we need to learn to ground ourselves. Our roots need to go deep into the earth too. Touch things that grow in the earth. Walk on the grass, sit on the ground. Feel its presence, its solid grounding energy rise up into you. You are a soul, a spirit, but you have a body too. Remember and nurture your spirit, but take time to attend to your body. Connect with what is physical. Connect with the energy of the earth. Do the simple tasks that connect you to life on this planet. The day-to-day chores that connect you with your body and the rhythms of this world. Grow spiritually, but let your spiritual growth be grounded in daily life and the things of earth. That is how you stay grounded. That's how you honor your body and stay connected to it. Grow spiritually, but let that growth reflect and honor embodied life. Just as the body and workings of an airplane give shape to the idea of an airplane and allow it to fly, your body gives shape, form, and freedom to your soul. But even airplanes need to land sometimes. Learn to tell when your body and soul need to come back to earth. Take time to get grounded. Then you'll be able to soar. Begin to bring your awareness back to your breath, your physical body. You can start by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. And then bend your knees and roll to a comfortable side. With your eyes remaining closed, press yourself up to a seated posture. I know you're all backwards on your mat, so you can turn around if you like. Just touch the palms of your hands together. Put your thumbs in at your heart center. Just acknowledge your physical body, acknowledge yourself, acknowledge the effort and energy you put in today and how that will contribute to your day. And touch your thumbs to your forehead center. And right here, we just acknowledge each other. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you so much.